Testing. Good morning, Phase Academy. This is Miss Dokuro speaking. Here are today's morning announcements. All students that ordered a yearbook last year, they are available in the office for pickup. If you have not already picked up last year's yearbook, please come and get your yearbook from the office before the end of the week. There will also be seniors football tryouts today after school on the gravel field. Please do not head to the dirt field, which is a completely separate field, as we are currently hiding bodies there. We're also doing a fun school fundraiser during lunch. Miss Dokuro merch is currently available on our school website, shop.phase-connect.com. Make sure to pick it up while it's still available. And just as a reminder, kids, it's shop.phase-connect.com. And last but not least, we will be having an early dismissal today, as we will be holding our quarterly parent-teacher conference. Remember to invite your parents if you haven't already. Thank you, and welcome back to school. Hello. I'm Miss Dokuro. Hi, how are you? It's so good. It's so good to see so many friendly faces here today, showing up for our parent-teacher conference night. Hello, Mr. Magdalenius Rax. Thank you so much for a super chat. Okay, I did spell hentai with a periodic table. That's very neat. It's actually Mr. Sakana, who is in charge of sciences at the school. But thank you very much. And what's that? Oh no, the door locked from the outside. Oh, that's terribly unfortunate. But yes, hello. I am so glad to see so many friendly parents tonight here in this classroom. It's so good to see you all. I know that the school year has just gotten started, but we really like to keep all our parents up to date with the latest as going on at this totally benign, normal, regular academy. You have nothing weird. Nothing weird happens here. Isn't that right, class? Isn't that right, class? All right. But how about we've set up some unique exhibits. We've set up some unique exhibits to show you today, class. The students worked really hard to prepare all this the last week. So feel free, take a look around. I will be just at the front here to talk privately one-on-one with each of you about your student. Yes, exhibits. The students are in the. They prepared some special content, some special school-friendly content for you today. Yeah, so feel free, take a look around. All right. I'm just gonna be right here in the front. Let me call the first set of parents today. Is anyone here for I'm sorry. I misspoke. Is anyone here for Leah today? Leah's parents. Oh, there you are, Leah's guardians. Come here. Have a seat. Yeah, she's Leah. I don't know if you've seen this photo of Leah yet. We just had a school photo day recently, so we're updating everyone's profiles right now. Yes. We're just in the midst of that right now. But Leah's such a sweet darling, a sweet, precious baby girl. It's so nice that you booked this time to come here so we could discuss Leah's performance in school. I really appreciate it. She has been doing a lot better this year. JC, what's up, Mr. JC? May I have your Irish coffee? She took my. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. Nothing like kidnapping. Totally nothing like kidnapping and brainwashing would ever happen in this school. Ma'am, Leah thinks an asteroid caused a Big Bang. Leah's parent guardian. Has it been proven that an asteroid has not, in fact, caused a Big Bang? I think not. I'm not in charge of that department. Sakana is Mr. Sakana. So if you would like to talk about her science grades, please direct all vitriol towards him. All right. But okay, let me open up Leah's profile here. Let me just quickly open this up. Grades. Her grades have improved. She is currently, I don't know if she's mentioned to you, but she is currently thinking about switching into our cosplay after school club. I think she'd be a great addition. Leah has a stupendous sense of fashion. I think she could really go somewhere with it. But I do have to ask if she could stop wearing those shock collars to school. She thinks there's stomach bone and the boys can get pregnant. What are you teaching her? I'll have you know that it's actually part of a curriculum in our health sciences class. That MPreg. We're actually going over MPreg next term. Very excited about that class, actually. Necro, so good to see you, Necro. Welcome back to the PTA. Yes. We are as patient as we can be with Leah. We are aware that she has certain difficulties in class. We actually got her. Yes, if you look at this photo. I don't know if you noticed, we actually got her an emotional support bear for classes. So that is currently helping her quite a bit, especially with our health science class. She is, Leah shows show so much enthusiasm and excitement about certain subjects that we will be covering. Magdalena, yes, what's that? We think student Jelly is actually Jelly is actually one of our transfer students. Feel free to sit down. We will cover, we will be touching base with her and her parents very shortly. But first, I need to talk to Leah's parents about, the shot callers in class. It would help a lot if Leah could stop distracting the class with her shot callers. Yes, it would be a stupendous help. What's wrong with the shot callers? Well, we at FaZe Academy hope that all students are able to really show off their individuality, but when the individuality leaves her screaming in the middle of class, we'd really appreciate it if that stopped. So I, as a formal educator, would like to request that be stopped. I think one of the blonde girls stole my lemon. Couldn't be Leah. I don't think it is Leah. I understand that, Mr. Flakes, I understand that your culture is very important to you. But I cannot have it hindering the classroom. Leah's took the farm and our son, well, we at FaZe Academy we try not to discriminate students who may have been held back. Well, we'll get into it. That's enough about Leah. Could I please have Mr. and Mrs. Pipkin, up here next, please. Oh, okay. I see. Here's Mr. and Mrs. So, Oh, you're Pippa's parents. My God, this sure makes a lot more sense now. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Pipkins. It's very nice to meet you. If you could just have a seat, please. If you could just maybe take a seat, or this might be a little bit of a long discussion. I just wanted to ask first and foremost, privately, just between us. Is everything going okay at home? Pippa has shown some... No. She... Oh. Not at... So... You have... a most lovely, lovely daughter, Mr. and Mrs. Pipkin. I bet she made a mode monster and unleashed it in this. Wow! We need to talk about that, actually. Mr. and Mrs. Pipkin. Only 3 cops this month. That's a new oh. Well, Pippa, you know, she's a lovely, lovely, lovely girl. My wife tried to Minecraft after Pippa used the coffee. I would have to report this. home behavior, Mr. Pipkin. I may have to report this home behavior. Did she whip it out during class and laugh? Well, we have to discuss our gun policy, later, but, first and foremost, the most important thing, at Faye's Academy is, we have to talk about she has some issues with, social interactions. She may have tried to gnaw off her own arm the other day when someone picked up a pencil that she may or may not have dropped. It's been difficult, to say the least, trying to talk to her about this situation, because then she, and I quote, let me just open this file up, and I quote, "You can't get my secrets out of me. Dizzy hate. Dizzy hate. Dizzy hate." And then, she spat on me violently, for a number of hours. Who's on first? Thank you for being dropping by the PTA. Our daughter is perfect fed. I see you may be first-gen immigrant parents. How do you do? Which store did she threaten this time? No store, just a few. Many of our instructors and other students. Mr. Yura, I thought this school was supposed to provide separate classes of trade assistant for these special needs students. Well, we've actually eliminated the special needs program, as we thought that it wasn't quite PC enough, and we are the Phase Connect Academy, the PC Academy of Media Arts. So unfortunately that program was eliminated last year. JC, I'll cut to the chase. Did she flash class again? Yes. Unfortunately, she did, in fact, flash her toes. Again. Pecan Dog, thank you for dropping by the PTA. She'll dodge the spit, dummy. Well, when she keeps doing it, Mr. Pipkin, when she keeps doing it, it becomes quite difficult on the parents. To dodge all that spit. And she's, flashing her toes everywhere. We try not to make everyone for PC Academy of Media Arts uncomfortable, but or with her bodies, but it was just a lot of toe. She also has some issues with sitting down, and her diet, we weren't sure how to bring this up. We weren't exactly sure how to bring this up, but she recently, it's been noted that she is only having a 2-liter bottle of various bubbling beverages every day for lunch. Is that right? Is this what you're packing her? Or is she packing her own lunches? Did she leave a tarantula in the cafeteria again? No problem there. She hasn't brought a tarantula to class in weeks, but there may be a growing ant problem around her desk. I don't know if you'd care to explain that. She's on a strict diet of Shasta and gummy worm. Well, we would appreciate it if you could pack maybe a more substantial lunch, because by third period, not only is she trying to gnaw her arm off to escape social interactions, but she may also be gnawing at the desk. We have great desks, we have a great desk program, we have a great furnishing program at the school, but it is getting awfully expensive for us to replace all of Pippa's desks. Yes, Miss Dokuro, my mom said no, now we know why there's no more Mr. Dokuro. I don't know what that means. Try. Parents safe and darkness. Parents safe and darkness. Miss Dokuro, please tell me that she didn't rizzle the gate guard. We already talked to her, but we have to give away the cat in process. I'm not entirely familiar with what she did to the gate guard, but I will bring it up with our facility head. Yes. I'm here for my son, Miss Professor Dizzy. He thinks he's a turret and won't stop trying to sell me coffee. Please get him the help he needs. We do have on parents, concerned parents, students. We just want to remind you, we do have an on-campus counselor who is available whenever you may need. His office is just down the hall on the right-hand side. If you'd like to just head down there. Everyone. But yeah, if first and foremost we could I have to move on to our next student. But first and foremost, Mr. and Mrs. Pipkin, if we could address some of maybe the dietary issues that are going on at home, we can get Pippa to a place where she is more comfortable with social interactions and no longer screaming, Dizzy, hey, jiggle your tits, bitch, after every social interaction. The next student that we, thank you. The next student that we'd like to call upon, the next set of parents, do we have anyone here for Iori? Iori. Hello. You must be Iori's parents. You must be here for Iori. Yeah, so sorry about this photo of Iori. She may have blinked during photo day, but I think she looks lovely. She looks absolutely lovely none the least. Iori's been a great student. It's actually, I don't know if you know, it'll actually be her birthday tomorrow. We'll be celebrating in class, so make sure you head over to Iori's channel and subscribe to her channel if you haven't already, so you can watch Iori's stream. But Iori's been a perfect class student. Plenty of help. If there is one small little concern, Iori may have started some sort of cult in school. They do technically have permission. As they registered it as a club, as an after school club, but it seems she is also distributing how do I put this? Well, there's no easy way for me to put this to you, her parents. She may be illegally distributing boys love R18 novels around the school. And listen, listen. I have nothing against this type of literature. I have nothing as an educator, as a very well-read educator on the subject. I have nothing against this type of literature. But there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. And cult distribution of R18 materials may be against our school policies, unfortunately. Against the school policies. What are you, the Dojin police? Well, it doesn't necessarily stop at Dojins, now does it? Who is this BS? It's short for Boys Love. It is a ancient Japanese art form, from what I know. But if you could, perhaps we've confiscated a lot of the material. We've confiscated a lot of the material, but if you could perhaps take a look through her bedroom, or even just speak to her about how this material is not appropriate for the school setting, we'd really appreciate that. But she's doing great in her classes. She's doing great in her English. She's doing great in her Japanese elective. She's doing great. Yes, what are you talking about? My daughter, swear on baby Jesus. I will, sir, please calm down. Please calm down, Jimenez, sir. Sir, please calm down. She's a very sweet girl. She's a lovely girl. We just have certain rules that we have to enforce in this school, and that may well be one of them. That may be one of them. Moving on. There's not too much to talk about. You're doing great, I assure you. Can we please have Mrs. Miami to the front of the classroom, please? Mrs. Miami, to discuss your daughter, Tenma. Tenma, hello. Yeah, about the bullying. We do have to discuss the bullying in life, but we might have a bigger issue with Tenma. Are you sure that Tenma is your child? Are we sure that Tenma is your child? No. No hate. It's just she is a little bit old, even for our program, even for our classes. Are we sure this isn't the orphan situation? Are we sure this isn't one of those, situations where she is quite short. She is quite short, where she is pretending to be a younger age than she is? And she's just mature for her age. Well, there's more problems than that. We have more problems than just that. Well, not only are we suspicious of her age and her possible relation to you, but she comes to every class smelling like sake. Yes, this is about the drinking. She does come to every class smelling like sake. So if she is not your actual child, and you may be being held in a situation where you can't get out, feel free to blink anytime during this parent-teacher conference. If you need help getting out, if you need any help getting out, We just have certain doubts about her age and her status as a child. All right. Just let us know. She does smell an awful lot like an old woman. Like an old office lady. I know, I smell like it too. Oh, hi Tenma! Hi Tenma, I was just talking to your parents about what a lovely student you are, who is clearly very much definitely still a freshman in high school, yes? Don't make eye contact. She's drunk and she's going to forget this. Just don't make eye contact. Are you saying she has a drinking problem? I assure you she has no problem throwing the back. Yeah, definitely not a problem for throwing it back. David Fish, welcome to, is this your first time attending our parent-teacher conference? We don't know where she came from, to be honest. One day she appeared and raided our liquor cabinet, and now she won't. David, if you need any help, just stay back after class. Please just blink. Just blink and try not to make eye contact. She is walking by. Are there enough seats for all these girls to get to school on their short class? Yes. Don't worry about it. We will be increasing our fleets later this year when we have some new transfer students coming through. Taroni, she's definitely a high schooler, and her relationship with Sebastian is not... I try not to pry into my students' private lives and their personal relationships. Thank you. The next parent, just head to the back of the classroom. Another instructor will be with you shortly to help you out. All right? Just blink if you need help. Just blink. Next we have Urka, Mrs. and Mr. Fujikura. Urka, welcome. Do we have anyone here for Urka, please? Anyone here for Urka? Mr. and Mrs. Fujikura, welcome to class. Hello. I don't have too much to talk to you about Urka. Lovely girl. She's really excelling in our music program. She's absolutely excelling. She's a star. But recently, I'm glad that you came here tonight, actually. Recently, we've received complaints from other staff and students about a certain scent. A certain scent that they are currently dealing with her, and we're not entirely sure how to make it stop. Her kombucha, is that what she's calling it? Kombucha. Right. Well, we just, I know this is an awkward conversation, Mr. and Mrs. Fujikura, but we do have a strict hygiene policy here at this school. So if you could please see to it that she is maybe not drinking this kombucha every day in class, that would be fantastic. And perhaps yes, maybe the shower. She's really excelling in the arts, in music departments. But just as a little request from other students about the booch. Yes, about the booch. Let's see. Next on my roster, next on my list. Michiru's parents. Hello. Michiru's one of our Japanese program students. The Michi. Yes, that is her name. She's doing very, very well on all her teams and all her extracurriculars. She is known as Damichi. I'm glad, she's known as Damichi throughout school. We have a problem getting her away from her video games during class. So if anyone could, if she could start just leaving those items at home, we'd really appreciate that if she could just leave those items at home when she is in class, and then maybe she could pay attention to some of the other subject matter, because school is very important and all that. And I would hate she'll die without the games. I'm sure she would be fine.